Saya Tri Risma hari ini, Wali Kota Surabaya. Saya ingin menyampaikan kepada kalian semuanya. Saya dulu adalah pemain basket sekolah. Saya adalah tim basket sekolah, mulai SMP sampai SMA dan sampai perguruan tinggi di ITS. Saya tetap menjadi tim basket ITS. Setiap orang seperti saya punya kekurangan. Saya jadi pemain basket tapi tidak tinggi. Tapi bukan berarti saya harus menyerah dan harus kalah. Dan saat itu saya terus berlatih sehingga saya bisa menembak dari jarak yang kadang-kadang setengah lapangan. Dan saya selalu jadi tim utama sampai saya selesai perguruan tinggi. Yang ingin saya pesankan kepada seluruh anak-anak saya di klub CLS Knights, tidak ada yang tidak mungkin. Kalian tidak boleh menyerah. Seberat apapun, sejelek apapun kita berhak untuk berhasil dan kita berhak untuk menang. Dulu para pejuang di Surabaya tidak punya kekuatan, bahkan senjata apapun kita kalah saat itu para pejuang. Tapi mereka pantang menyerah. Mereka terus berjuang dengan segala keterbatasan. Dan ternyata mereka bisa memenangkan pertempuran itu. Sehingga kita tetap merdeka. Karena itu kalian tidak boleh lemah. Kalau kalian lemah, kalian putus asa, kalian menyerah, itu kalian bukan arek Surabaya. Arek Surabaya tidak begitu. Arek Surabaya pantang menyerah. Kalau kita mau menjadi pemain basket yang baik, kita harus percaya dengan teman. Kita harus bisa bekerja sama. Tanpa percaya kepada teman dan kita tidak bisa bekerja sama, atau bahkan kalian saling menyalahkan, kalian akan semakin hancur. Tapi kalau kalian kompak, kalian bersatu, bahwa satu penderitaan, satu perjuangan untuk menjadi pemenang, kalian akan menjadi pemenang. Gak usah khawatir, itu sudah ada jalannya. Bahwa yang rajin dan tekun pasti akan diberikan kemenangan. Sekali lagi, ayo berjuang. Belum terlambat. Tidak ada kata terlambat untuk berjuang. Dan tidak ada kata terlambat untuk kita bisa memenangkan pertempuran itu. Siapapun kita, dimanapun kita, bagaimanapun kita, berhak untuk berhasil. Tinggal kita mau atau tidak. Kalau kalian putus asa sekarang, kalian tidak akan pernah jadi apa-apa. Bertahan terus sekuat kita seperti para pejuang dulu mempertahankan kota ini. Selamat berjuang, selamat berlaga di medan tempur. Kalian adalah arek-arek Surabaya, cucu-cucu para pejuang, cicit-cicit para pejuang yang tidak boleh pernah menyerah. Kemenangan akan ada di tangan kalian, kalau kalian mau. Terima kasih, selamat berjuang anak-anakku. Kota Surabaya menanti keberhasilan dan kesuksesan kalian membawa piala. Datang ke saya dengan piala itu. Hadapi warga Surabaya dengan penuh senyum kemenangan, bukan pecundang.
right. Cool.
Yeah.
We're ready. Coach Jimmy Alapag, Coach Coco Nugroho. Coco Nugroho. Nugroho.
Oke, cek, satu, cek, halo Surabaya, cek, satu, dua, cek.
What's up, Philippines? The great one over here. The GOAT right here. About to watch Tanduay and CLS Knights go at it. Yeah. Oh man, it's only an hour away. Maybe we can make it over there after the game. Yeah. What's up, Team Valenzuela? Told you I'll give you guys a shout out. CL Knights rocking that purple and gold. Jut. They got the purple and gold colors over here.
I like it because Coming to you live from the Gor Kertajaya in the City of Heroes here in Surabaya, Indonesia. It's another offering of the ASEAN Basketball League, the game between the CLS Knights Indonesia as they go up against the Tanduay Alab Pilipinas. Good day to you, basketball fans. Jot Sulit here alongside Coach Chris Gavina. We have an incredible game about to begin here, Coach Chris.
Looking forward to a lot of excitement today. Up-tempo, high octane.
And these are two teams coming from two different backgrounds. CLS Knights Indonesia in the middle of a 6-game losing skid. They look to arrest here today, but they're up against a team that's surging, Alab Pilipinas, having won 4 of their last 5 games. As we take a look at the team standings right here.
Definitely, Coach Jimmy's looking a lot more at home every single game. He has Tanduay Alab really clicking on all cylinders right now.
And for CLS Knights Indonesia, they won their first game against the Formosa Dreamers, but since then, they kind of lost their groove. But that's not to say they haven't been playing good basketball, because they were almost there with a W in their last 2 outings.
Yeah, definitely. They've been highly competitive. Some end-game 50-50 balls go their way. They may be halfway between their wins and losses.
And for Alab Pilipinas, as we mentioned, they've been surging. Their most recent victim was the Mono Vampire Basketball Club, which they beat by 27 points. A result that we didn't really expect, Coach Chris, because these two teams are very, very competitive. We didn't think it was going to be an easy win for Alab.
Definitely. I believe Alab did a great job of neutralizing the 7-4 monster that Mono has with their speed.
And over to the CLS Knights Indonesia's last game, we talked about it. One thing that hurt them, Coach Chris, their turnovers.
Yeah, they're going to have to really maximize every single possession right now. They're going to really need a big turnaround from Corey Jones tonight. Going 3 for 14 that game. I'm expecting a lot of big things from him tonight.
That's definitely correct. Corey Jones wasn't really there to contribute for CLS Knights in their last game. Also having sort of a subpar game was Freddie Lish. He got his numbers, he provided different statistics, but you know that he can give more.
Yeah, he's a two-way player. He definitely is a dynamic guy who's going to need to be helped.
And you saw the numbers of Ray Parks, who also contributed very well, probably his best game this season. Also some other important figures from both teams, contributors on both ends.
Yeah, the big guy, Brian Williams and Justin Brownlee will be key figures for tonight's outcome.
And of course, Wei Sang and Urbistondo will run the offenses of both teams. Now it's time to meet the players from both squads. The CLS Knights Indonesia hosting Tanduay Alab Pilipinas here today. Coach Chris, my first question, if you're CLS Knights, you're on this slump, what's the first step to get over it?
Really trying to get a good start. Rely on attacking the rim early instead of for long jump shots. And try to put Alab on their heels as much as we can tonight.
Coach Coco Nugroho on your screens, he's going to try to solve this puzzle that they're in right now. As for Alab, they want to continue on that run that they've been able to do. They changed imports at some time in this season, and it seemed as though that was what sparked this recent surge that they've had.
Yeah, definitely. The dynamic duo of Balkman and Brownlee has paid dividends for Alab's turnaround. And the future of their team really, relies heavily on those two big time imports.
Well, you have to appreciate and love the energy that the fans have brought into the Gorker Tajaya, because that is something that their team, the CLS Knights, will very much need in this game.
Yeah, I feel the energy in here. These guys are ready to explode, and let's get this game going.
The starting lineups for your squads, familiar faces on both ends. You have Wisang, Lish, Corniawan, Williams, and Jones for the home team in white. And for Alab Pilipinas, the visiting team in red.
I'm really looking forward to that matchup between Wusang and Urbistondo. Two Spitfire guys, two vets that know how to get the job done.
They have been tested multiple times in their career. And these two guys are veterans not just here in the ABL, but they've had their stints in different professional leagues, even represented, for Wisang at least, even representing his country in the national team at some point.
Yeah, definitely. Mario's been through a lot of experience, great moments for himself as well as his country. And we all know Josh is a Spitfire coming from the PBA, so I'm expecting a lot of fireworks tonight.
The starting five for Tanduay Alab Pilipinas: Parks, Brownlee, Urbistondo, Meyer, Hoffer, and Balkman.
Alab with the tip-off with the win.
As Parks, he's looking to get his team going immediately here. Like we said earlier, he's off of his arguably the best game of this ABL season so far for him.
Yeah.
Of course, the reigning local MVP.
Let's see who can get off to a quicker start tonight.
Well, to answer your question, Ray Parks immediately drops in a three. Once again, we're here in Surabaya, Indonesia, as the CLS Knights host Tanduay Alab Pilipinas. Wei Sang
Great move.
attacks, and that is what you said, Coach Chris. You need to be aggressive, you need to be strong off the tip.
Yeah, from the get-go. Don't settle for outside jumpers. Try to get to the free throw line, get your rhythm from there.
In their last game, Wei Sang was one of the bright spots, scoring 20 points for his team. He's gonna need a lot of support though.
Definitely. Him and Brian Williams won't be able to do it by themselves. They're going to need key contributions from, like you said earlier, DeCorey Jones has to have a big turnaround, as well as Frederick Lish.
I know that you were part of the coaching staff of an ABL team before, and I also know that Mario Wei Sang gave you headaches before.
Oh, yeah. The year they won it, when I was there, him and Pringle was giving the whole league headaches.
Mario Wei Sang puts the CLS Knights on the board. 3-2 Alab ahead. Park setting up the table.
Alab running screen action.
Here's Bogman. Too strong on that first attempt. Lish gets the board. He'll take that ball down. One of the highlighted matchups we have in this game. Lish against Parks. Ray gets the steal. Alab running right now. Orbistondo.
It's good pass.
Ray almost got that second free to fall.
Almost went in there.
Wei Sang. Here's Williams. Puts the ball on the floor. Bogman there to stop him.
Good patience. Wide open shot.
Wei Sang just a miss on that three. Looks like these two teams still trying to get a feel of the rims here. Brownlee gets in position, and usually when he gets the ball down low like that, it's goodbye.
Great job of running early to the rim and sealing. Great pass by Josh there.
Williams now backing down Bogman. He has height advantage and size as well.
And bulk. Williams has been a beast in the ABL for a long time.
Brian has it.
See what he can do
Now
again.
it's Brownlee defending him. Brian uses his
Good defense.
body. But the pass was a bit off.
Alab on the run again.
Orbistondo did not get the balance, but he got his defender off with a fake.
Good fake. Good shot in the open court. That's where they want to stay. Early offense.
7:45 to go in the first quarter. Alab Pilipinas ahead 5-2. Lish with a crossover on Parks. And Ray sends that ball back. Says no to Freddie. Still 12 on the shot clock of the CLS Knights. They will keep possession. Ray Parks is looking different today to open up the game.
He's playing with purpose out there right now.
Williams, the set three-pointer. He gets his own board. And Brian Williams just too strong as Ray Parks commits that foul.
Hey, that's what they have to do tonight. They have to get those 50-50 balls. They have to want it more than Alab to want to get out of this slump.
Well, without a doubt, Brian Williams, one of the best rebounders the ABL has ever seen. This season averaging 17.1 boards per game. Here's Wei Sang. 8 to shoot.
Switch by Meyerhofer. See if they can take advantage of this.
Oh, beautiful spin by Wei Sang! And he finishes at the rim.
Way to take advantage of the switch, lay the shot clock, attack.
That was the mismatch that CLS Knights wanted, putting the big man on the guard.
Sandy with a good touch.
Almost a steal for the Knights. Instead, it results to an Orbistondo three.
Good shot by Josh there.
Wei Sang showing some frustration there, throwing that ball off the cushion. He knew that they gambled and they had to pay the price.
Yeah, they just need to stay disciplined tonight.
Sandy Cornyawan misses his first attempt of the evening.
I like the pace that Alab's running at right now. Good cut.
Meyerhofer bumped there.
No call, but still makes it. Great shot by Meyerhofer.
I like the non-call of the referee there because it was Meyerhofer who initiated the contact.
Yeah, definitely. Great non-call.
Lish thought about the three. And right now, Alab Pilipinas is reading how CLS is feeding the post, and they've been denying it well.
Yeah, they're really going to have to use their speed and length and athleticism to overcome the girth of Brian Williams out there.
Looking at the roster of these two teams, Coach Chris, what do you see are the advantages for both sides?
Definitely Alab is fast tempo, and CL Knights have a lot of vets that they need to incorporate into their offense.
Well, the Knights have gotten a few shots here.
Oh, what a save by Bobby Ray.
And Bogman as well. Brownlee knocks down the three. He was left open after those hustle plays from Parks and Bogman.
He's too good to be left that wide open.
Wisang now setting the table for CLS. Parks takes that ball away.
Here.
Parks to Urbistondo, back to Ray.
Oh, great alley-oop.
Oh, pardon me, that was Brownlee actually, who was able to finish that.
What a start! What a start by Tanduay Alab.
Tanduay Alab Pilipinas rushing to a 9-point lead, 15-6. Behind their fast-paced basketball, they are ahead now with 5:23 remaining in the first quarter. Take a look at that last play. Urbistondo connecting with Brownlee.
Great touch pass right there. Great timing. Brownlee showing off his athleticism. CL Knights need to figure out the pace of slowing down Tanduay Alab right now.
That's exactly why they had to call this timeout. Coach Coco, they need to find a solution. Would their number one problem be the transition of Alab?
Yeah, for me, in order to kind of neutralize a fast-paced team, you gotta extend your shot clock a little more and commit to good shots, taking good shots and not contesting long threes or long twos.
Oh, you talked about how CLS Knights need to have a good, strong start in this game. However, it's Alab Pilipinas that show that.
Yeah. I think they got to get Brian Williams going somehow, get him to the post, do some cross-screen actions or early pick and rolls.
That's definitely correct because all the 6 points of CLS Knights Indonesia have come from Mario Wisang. You know that he's going to get his numbers. Again, the question is who's going to be there to provide support.
Yeah.
Here's Wisang. He gets that ball back. Mario.
Good pass.
Feeds his import. Williams overpowers the D and gets that to fall.
There you go. That's what they got to commit to. More power inside shots.
Firma Nugroho has checked in for Corey Jones. Here's Ray backing down Lish. Ray felt some advantage, but Lish doing an excellent job at defending the local MVP. And there it is. Also on the other side, Lish knocking down the three.
Great response by CL Knights after that timeout.
4:25 to go in the first quarter.
Brownlee on a mismatch here.
Okornyawan had little chance of defending Justin Brownlee there. It was the mismatch. A mismatch there, and Alab pounded on it.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to send early help on that one. I don't think Sandy will be able to handle him one-on-one.
Lish has it. Creates some space, but not get that shot to fall. Meyerhofer gets it. Gives it to his guardian, Urbistondo, who's met by Wisang. Josh to Bogman. He hasn't scored in this game yet.
Good patience.
12 on the shot clock for Tanduay. Ray out to Urbistondo. Three, it's good. And after that mini run from CLS Knights, Tanduay Alab Pilipinas answering right back, so the lead is back to 9 points.
Great response. Way to stay poised.
Williams muscling his way underneath, and that is exactly what he has to do in this game.
He has to do that all night long in order for them to stay within grasp of Tanduay Alab.
Well, the main reason why Brian Williams is averaging a double-double of 17 and 17 here in the 8th season of the ABL is because he's very strong, and few players in the league can match up with his strength.
Yeah. Alab's going to definitely have to double down or send early help because I doubt Brownlee and Balkman will be able to hold him down one-on-one.
However, Williams misses the first free throw. You know what I can tell from the look of Brian Williams right now is that he's a bit frustrated, and something that you don't want to see from him, especially because it's still early in the game. They may be down, but there's a lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, he just missed the second one due to his frustration, so he has to, he has to stay mentally tough right now.
Brownlee orchestrating the offense.
CLS and Lish going at it.
He wants that post matchup with Corey Jones, and Jones will be called for a foul.
Brownlee's such a tough one-on-one match against anybody. Corey Jones has his hands full tonight.
What exactly is it about Brownlee's game that makes him an excellent basketball player?
His ability to just take you off the bounce, or as he showed right there, put you in the post, and with his variety of moves, just he's so dynamic that you can't play him just one way.
Bogman has it for Tanduay. Ronaldo going one-on-one with Corey Jones. Tried to feed Lawrence Domingo. The pass was a bit too strong. Turnover Alab.
Tomboy Raimundo back in the game now.
A bit over 3 minutes remaining in the first period. The Knights staring at a 9-point deficit. Wei Sang looking to score again. Mario Wei Sang stepping up as the hero here in Surabaya.
And they need a couple more of those.
But right back at ya. Oh, Ronaldo Pogman gets the deuce. And Brownlee saves that basketball. And he answers back with his own three. So what was a three-pointer for CLS Knights? Then Alab takes it back with 5 straight points.
Great defense by Balkman there.
All right, I know I said Brian Williams should use his strength, but I forgot he has to use it wisely too.
He just sent Balkman to the first row, I think.
It's an 11-point lead now we'll make that a 12-point advantage for Tanduay Alab Pilipinas, 26-14. Everything clicking for them right now. They're shooting 9 for 14 from the field.
Tremendous field goal percentage right now. Balkman and Brownlee's really setting the tone, taking great shots.
Also, Coach Chris, along with that 9 of 14 clip, 5 made three-pointers. That's really taken a lot off of CLS. Bogman looks like he's hurt. Brownlee corks from deep, add another three-pointer to the total of Alab.
Brownlee might wind up with 50 tonight the way he's looking.
Also, Tanduay Alab with a very high-scoring first quarter. The Knights in need of anything positive right now.
Yeah, Knights got to settle down and get their main guys involved. Just like that, Corey Jones needs to be more involved in their offense right now.
That's a smart move from Corey, drawing the foul on Justin Brownlee. You know, if they cannot stop him offensively, I'm talking about Brownlee, or maybe they can do plays like that. Try to get him in foul trouble. That way he'll be out of the game for a bit.
Yeah, possibly. Just to try to neutralize his time on the court.
Jones stepping up to the free throw line. Could not get on the board for the CLS Knights Indonesia.
Struggling teams can't keep missing free throws like this. They want to come out with a win tonight.
On a nightly basis, Corey Jones puts up 17.3 points and 10 rebounds. Now he scores his first point of the game. But still, it's a 14-point advantage for Tanduay Alab Pilipinas. There's a whistle away from the play. A foul will be called on CLS Knights Indonesia.
Knights need to be able to get some stops in consecutive fashion. Alab's making it look too easy right now.
We've been praising Mario Wei Sang for having 9 points here in the first quarter, but Justin Brownlee has 14 already. Say make that 17 actually. Here he is again. Brownlee going to work. Could not get the bounce. Battle for the board. A foul is whistled. Ball will stay with Alab Pilipinas.
Great positioning by Domingo to get in there. Domingo's one of those active bodies that you got to always keep an eye on, or he'll wind up getting every ball that bounces off the rim.
Such an active presence underneath. It was Saroni that was whistled for that foul.
boy, wide open.
Raimundo misses. Williams with another board. That's already his third rebound of the evening. But what CLS needs right now are buckets. Can they get it? Lish. Oh, that's a turnover, but Brownlee could not handle it. Ball will remain with the Knights. Lucky break for them, actually.
Yeah, definitely. They got to take care of the ball more. Without Mario Usang on the court, let's see who can step up for them.
A minute and 13 remaining, 14 seconds on the shot clock of the CLS Knights. They're at home defending their turf against Tanduay Alab Pilipinas, who have had a tremendous first quarter here. Already with 29 points in total, still a minute and 13 left. Saroni gets the inbound, feeds Williams. Out to Lish, gauging the defense. Freddie. He goes to Jones, mid-range jumper, halfway in. And things just not going towards the favor of CLS Knights, although what they were able to do was draw a foul on Tanduay Alab. Williams having a discussion with our referees.
A lot of credit to Brian Williams right now. He's showing a lot of energy on offensive rebounding, and gonna respond. It's gonna result in some free throws.
See there, Lish getting some reminders from team coach, one of the coaches of CLS Knights, James Clark. Williams, 0 for 3 from the free throw line, and that's gonna hurt them, Coach Chris.
Yeah, he's got to be able to start converting from there. It's not enough to just get there.
As a coach, do your players hear a mouthful from you when they miss free throws?
Oh yeah, I always tell them games are decided off the free throw line.
Oh, finally, Brian Williams was able to convert on the second, but CLS Knights right now shooting a poor 4 for 8 from the free throw line.
See if they can get some stops.
Oh, good defense for the Knights there, forcing Celis to a miss. Lish running the break, putting the moves on Celis.
Oh.
Corey Jones now gets it to the other side, gets the ball back. Jones, top of the key, jumper, that's good!
Good rhythm shot. Something different from his last game.
And if you're the Knights, what you want to do here is build momentum towards the end of the first. Try to carry that on to the second period. Can they get a stop? 2 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Celis puts the ball on the floor, leaves it out for Alabanza. Short on that jumper, Celis gets the offensive rebound. His pass, I'm not even sure who that was for.
He sent that to the CLS Knights coach.
Robbie Celis says to Coach Coco, here's 3.6 seconds for you guys to come up with something.
Come up with it.
Lish, half-court heave, no good. That buzzer will signal the end of the first quarter. Tanduay Alab Pilipinas behind Justin Brownlee's brilliant performance in the first quarter, 18 points.
Wow.
And he matched the output of the CLS Knights.
Yeah, they have to try to figure out how to neutralize Justin and slow him down. I think the CL Knights executed well towards the end of that quarter, so hopefully they continue that as we move forward.
It's an 11-point lead for Tanduay Alab Pilipinas, 29-18. Second quarter when we return. Looking at some of the highlights from the first quarter, a lot of Justin Brownlee to begin with, like we said, but towards the end, Coach Chris, you saw there the Corey Jones started to get going. Even Brian Williams, although he struggled early on to get good looks underneath the basket, but eventually some surge from the CLS Knights.
Yeah, Brian Williams starting to impose his will down there, and it's paying really good dividends right now for the CL Knights, getting some points on the board. You got to be able to hit some free throws though.
Yeah, the free throw also was where they really struggled, and they could have gotten this lead down to single digits had they hit their free throws. But that's something that they put aside now, and they focus on the second quarter. Like you said, they built some momentum towards the end of the first.
Yeah, definitely. They got to figure a way out of stopping the transition game of the Tanduay Alab Pilipinas right now. Brownlee and Parks really started off well, so let's see what the CLS Knights coach adjustments will be for the second quarter.
And for the CLS Knights, one guy they really need to stop is Justin Brownlee. How do they start doing that?
I think they got to start setting early help on him and get the ball out of his hands, really.
Brian Williams, one of the guys with the biggest responsibilities right now, because not only does he have to get going offensively, he's going to match up with Ronaldo Bogman and maybe even sometimes Justin Brownlee.
Great hammer screen right there.
Sandy misses on his first shot here in the second quarter. Bogman. Celis now looking to set up his import. They get it to Ronaldo, who shoots over Williams. No good there.
He's back in the game.
He can rest a lot here because he's going to have to lead the offense of the Knights. Lish from downtown dances with the D and hits that difficult J.
Great way to use that rhythm dribble into his jump shot.
Raimundo to Balkman.
See what Balkman can do.
Pamboy trying to give Bogman that mismatch. And right off that pick, Bogman goes up for that shot. Easy floater for him.
Yeah, that was an a la Dirk Nowitzki shot right there.
Well, Ronaldo Bogman played some games against Dirk before, definitely. Here's Williams backing down Ronaldo.
Good cut by Corey Jones.
A good ball movement for CLS. If they can keep that up, they're going to have open looks like that from Sandy Cornyawan.
They're going to need key contributions from Sandy all night long, just like that.
How much of outside shots will be a factor for CLS Knights in this game?
Big. I think Alab is going to definitely start doubling down on Williams. So perimeter guys should get open.
Corey Jones shaken up there after colliding with Lawrence Domingo. Nothing dirty there, just both players trying to get that rebound. The lead right now is at 8 points for Tanduay Alab Pilipinas.
Hopefully, Tanduay can maintain their transition tempo and keep pushing their lead forward. Cebuana hot shots in the game.
But also for the CLS Knights, what they want to do is really extend this little surge that they're having right now. They're on to something good. All they have to do is follow on. Here's Weisang. After the pick from Williams, Jones gets that rebound. He was wide open. Tanduay Alab Pilipinas was too eager to get on the offensive attack, and they left the Corey Jones wide open.
Sometimes that's the con of breaking early without having the ball in your hands.
Ray Parks gets it to Bistondo. Bogman, after scoring his first bucket, you hear the chants of the CLS Knights fans here inside the Gorker Tajaya. Weisang out to Lish. Parks closing out. Lish gets away.
Wow, this crowd's getting into it.
Freddie Lish has ignited the crowd here in Surabaya. They are loving the action that they're seeing from their CLS Knights. And their heroes are just down by 4 points now, 31-27.
Happy right there.
A few lapses for Domingo and for Tanduay Alab Pilipinas there. And if you're CLS Knights, you're going up against a loaded team, that's what you have to do. Pick those little mistakes and capitalize on those.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, the hardest thing to defend are cross court skip passes. So you just got to be able to read defense, and they come out strong. You drive hard to the basket, just like Frederick Lish just did.
Here in the second quarter, Tanduay Alab Pilipinas has only scored 2 points, while the CLS Knights Indonesia have already gotten 9 points. This is exactly what you were talking about at the end of the first quarter. The Knights built some momentum, got some buckets, and now their confidence is up, and that's showing on the court.
Yeah, Coach Jimmy Alab made quick adjustments, putting some of his starters right back in. Bristondo, Parks, and Brownlee's right back in the game.
Something going towards the favor of the Knights is rebounding, Coach. They're ahead 13-8.
That's pure defense. That's pure effort right there. Rebounding is a mindset. So Williams is definitely, and Corey Jones is paving the way for them.
Now Brownlee checks back into the game. Coach Jimmy Alapag bringing out his gunner. He has seen enough of this run from Indonesia. Bachman against Williams, looking to get into Urbistondo. Josh back to Bachman. The 2 is not there for Tanduay Alab Pilipinas. Another chance for CLS to inch closer.
CL Knights doing a good job of getting stops.
Williams to Weisang. Bothered by Urbistondo. Weisang puts it up. May have forced that one. And now Tanduay Alab Pilipinas on the offensive. Parks from the corner. That's a big 3.
He's got the hot hand right now. Him and Lish getting into it a little bit.
A whistle on the backcourt as Urbistondo wanted to put pressure on Weisang. There you see that 3-pointer from Ray Parks. The importance of that 3, it cut the momentum of the CLS Knights. Let's see if they still have more. Lish misses on the 3. Brownlee with the board.
Oh, what a pass, my gosh. Right to Parks for the easy layup.
That is why Urbistondo is on that lineup. Not only can he hit 3-pointers, but he can really orchestrate an offense.
Sandy coming off a screen.
Another miss for
again.
CLS. Another rebound. And how about that no look from Brian Williams? He may be a big man, but you know what? He's averaging 4.5 assists per game. He can pass like a guard.
A pretty assist right there by Williams. Alab can respond.
Brownlee steps into a jumper. That's a miss.
Stop.
Williams has collected a bunch of rebounds here, already with 5. Lish using that pick from Brian. Oh, Lish deceiving the defense of Ray Parks.
Put him on skates there a little bit. Okay, Frederick Lish.
9 big points from Lish. Alab's lead down to 5. Loose ball being chased back by Ray.
Oh, no call.
Oh, and Ray looks like he hurt his knee. Corinawan short of the 3-pointer.
Parks still down.
Ray now up, but he's slow to get back on defense. Lish still misses.
Oh, they don't take
advantage. Ahead is Justin Brownlee. And good night. He throws that down.
Alab got really lucky there. They were in a one-man disadvantage. Hopefully Parks is all right.
I just felt, Coach Chris, that CLS Knights could have just caught in the 2-pointer first because they searched for that 3 and missed a couple of attempts, but they had numbers in transition.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you got to kind of live with it sometimes. They were open looks.
Well, actually, yeah, you can't really say that was a bad shot because both 3s from Corinawan and from Lish were open, and you know that those guys can knock it down.
Yeah. And they had guys in good rebounding position, so.
Ray Parks now has been checked out, pulled out rather, of the game, and they're checking on his knee on the Alab bench. They're icing it right now.
He's grimacing right now while the PT's looking at him.
But the good sign, however, was that he was able to stand on his own and walk with a bit of assistance, but let's hope for the best for...
Wow!
As you take a look at that! Corinawan, money on the 3, and he gets a chance to complete a 4-point play.
That play just woke up this crowd right now. Cuts the lead down to 4.
And if Corinawan can sink this free throw, this Tanduay Alab lead will be down to a single possession advantage. And this is also something you brought up earlier, Coach Chris. The 3-pointers of CLS Knights, particularly of this guy, a known threat, Sandy, it's going to be very, very important to spread out that defense of Alab Pilipinas.
Yeah, definitely. That'll give Brian Williams a lot more room, but Sandy hitting from the outside right now.
And Chris Sumalino, he cannot sag on this guy because be it the ASEAN Basketball League or FIBA tournaments, Cornyawan has made a living knocking down three-pointers. However, he misses that free throw.
See if Alab can convert here.
Still a 4-point lead for them. Dondon Ontiveros. Now in the game, gets it to Bogman, going one-on-one against Williams. Rinaldo, miss there. Rebound taken by Hui Sang.
Knights on the run.
Cornyawan wanted to pull the trigger again. Jones.
Oh, what a kick.
Out there. Another three-pointer, courtesy of Hidayat.
Knights are playing great team basketball right now.
Dondon Ontiveros could not get those 3 points back.
Knights have cut this lead down to 1. Let's see if they can take it over.
16-9. Indonesia has outscored Alab Pilipinas in this quarter. Another three for the lead. Wow! Gets CLS Knights the advantage.
He is feeling it.
Bogman immediately ties the game. But you can hear how the crowd has come alive here at the Gor Kertajaya.
Great level of composure there. Like you said, Josh has experience to really know how to run a show.
Hidayat out to Jones. Baseline jumper again.
Confidence is losing in the CLS Knights right now.
Knights are not missing. And Hidayat with the rebound. 42-40 in favor of the Knights. 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Hui Sang dancing in front of Urbistondo. Goes to Cornyawan again, short this time.
Tanduay on the run.
Urbistondo. Bogman trying to get position against Jones. He loses the basketball. That's a turnover for Tanduay.
Tanduay needs to get back to their ball a little bit. Again, easy baskets on their transition.
And CLS Knights Indonesia, they are shooting 9 of 16, over 50% here in the second quarter, and that is the reason why they find themselves up right now.
That's how you get yourself out of the slump. Shoot your way out of it.
That's exactly correct, Coach Chris, because, you know, like you said, what they wanted was a strong start. They didn't get it, but they stayed resilient. They stayed true to their mission, their goal, and now they're back in this game.
Confidence is the key for them right now. They've already built it. They need to just keep building off of it. Tanduay needs to kind of figure out on how they're going to find their point of attacks again.
One thing they have done successfully here in the second quarter is limit Justin Brownlee. He had 18 points in the first quarter, but only 2 in the 7 minutes that we've played here in the second quarter. He's only been able to put up 2 shots actually here in this period.
Knights have definitely neutralized him.
Also, Rinaldo Bogman, not much of an impact felt from him in this game, only 2 for 7. But the story for CLS Knights, it's not really the imports, although Williams and Jones have combined for 10 points, but it's Hui Sang, Lish, Cornyawan, these 3 guys, 29 points between them.
They're definitely going to have to continue that in order to come out with a big win tonight.
Sandy Cornyawan stepping up, has already connected on 3 three-pointers this evening. He's looking to do more damage for his CLS Knights. Here he is again with the basketball. Sumalino slips. The ball now with Williams.
Sumalino cannot leave Sandy open. He's feeling it.
Williams, they go to Jones. Bothered by Brownlee. Shot a bit too strong. Urbistondo gets to that rebound.
Good push ahead.
Brownlee, Meyer Hopper, hesitated there. He already had that shot, actually.
That's the pace that the Alab wants to be in. They need to maintain that.
Hidayat taking the point guard duties for CLS. They swing the ball.
Sumalino all over Sandy right now.
the whistle away from, oh, it is on Meyerhofer.
Had a foot speed disadvantage there. Smart foul.
Oh, he bought the initial fake of Hidayat, and then he was caught trying to chase the Knight, eventually committing the foul. What an entertaining ball game we're having here, Coach Chris.
42-42.
Such a treat for the fans here inside the Gorker Tajaya in Surabaya, Indonesia. Coach Jim Alapag sending some instructions to his men on the court.
Good adjustment here by Coach Jimmy, putting Brownlee on Sandy.
Williams, Bogman defending him. There's some help from Meyerhofer. In trouble is the import of CLS.
Good defense.
Excellent defense there from Tanduay, forcing the 24-second shot clock violation.
Like we talked about earlier, we're gonna definitely have to send that early help towards Brian Williams.
The guy's just so strong, and even if it's another strong guy, Ronaldo Bogman on him, Bogman's gonna need some help. Brownlee on the offensive.
See if he can get going again.
Putting the moves on Corey Jones. And the Corey had no chance of stopping there as he bought the initial pump fake of Justin.
Brownlee, like I said, Brownlee's so tough to defend. He's so smart. When it's a one-on-one coverage, he'll take advantage of it.
Dior Lohorn rather. Forgive me, I mixed up his name. Dior Lohorn in the stands enjoying this game.
Dior Lohorn had a heck of a season with Saigon.
First free throw is in for Justin Brownlee. Second one, he has given this Tanduay Alab Pilipinas the lead back. And well, you expect this, Coach Chris. When Tanduay Alab is in need of a bucket, they will go to this guy.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely their go-to guy right now. He's gonna have to put him on his shoulders.
22 points for Justin Brownlee. Oh, collision between Sumalinog and Brian Williams. Williams gets called for the offensive foul as he set that screen but moved.
It's like he hit a wall there. The wall didn't move.
I'm actually surprised that Oping Sumalinog did not break the bone, because if I bumped into Brian Williams, I'd probably be dead. He's such a strong guy. 44-42 is the lead for Tanduay Alab Pilipinas. Just a minute and 14 remaining here in the first half. But you have to applaud the effort of the CLS Knights. We ended the first quarter with them down by 11 points. They started the second period with a 9-2 run and even held the lead for a bit.
I think being at home has definitely helped them.
And once they heard the crowd cheering and coming alive, they started playing a different brand of basketball. They looked really inspired and motivated.
Yeah, definitely. I like what Tanduay is doing right now, going to their money man who has basically been dominating from the onset of the game.
Coach Chris, one thing I noticed is that when Justin Brownlee is receiving that basketball, he's already within maybe 5 or 6 feet away from the basket, and that's just too deep.
Oh yeah, I think Corey Jones had to do a better job of early work. He has the big advantage now.
Brownlee puts in the deuce again. When he's not taking it down low, he's knocking down shots like that. Brownlee can hurt you in so many ways. Here CLS gets to the club. Oh, just unable to complete that layup was Hidayat.
Change of pace right there.
He blew right past Ronaldo Bogman.
Walkman saying he didn't foul him. Let's see. Oh, not much contact there. Not from that angle.
Nonetheless, it's free throws for Arif Hidayat. That's down the first one. 4 points for him so far.
Puts it down to 3.
He also has 3 assists under his name.
Locals really stepping up tonight.
That's what you love to see if you're Coach Coco, because you can't rely on your imports alone, especially with the tremendous job that Tanduay is doing on Brian Williams. Brownlee left open from deep.
Oh.
In and out for him. Arif with the board. Lish in front of him is Sumalinog. Gets it out to Corniawan. Misses on the three. May have cooled down a bit.
They need to get him going again. Run him through some screens.
Just about 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Shot clock is off. Brownie, they're giving him space. He feeds Balkman. Great high-low play between those two imports. CLS Knights unable to put a shot, so that will be the end of the first half. It was an 11-point lead at the end of the first quarter for Tanduay Alab Pilipinas, but again, the effort and the resiliency of the CLS Knights Indonesia brought them back here. They're just down by 4 points after 2 quarters.
Great battle from two teams. CLS Knights playing with a great mindfulness and purpose right now.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first 20 minutes of action. Once again, Tanduay Alab Pilipinas up by 4 points at the half. Much of the action here will involve Justin Brownlee in the first quarter. He was limited for the earlier part of the second quarter, but towards the end of it, he went to work again. But when CLS Knights went on that run, Coach Chris, what happened? What sparked that?
Brownlee was unstoppable. Meyerhofer here with the acrobatic shot.
That's not easy to bump into a guy as big and as strong as Williams, but still be able to finish that layup. And we saw a lot more of highlights like this. Justin Brownlee, they give him space and he makes them pay.
He's too good to be left that wide open.
That's just 3 of the 24 points that Justin Brownlee was able to contribute.
Sandy with one of his sweet threes.
Yawan also contributed 11 markers in the first half. He was behind that run that CLS Knights was able to get to. And with Brian Williams being limited in this game, Corey Jones also did some damage. He has 7 points and 3 rebounds to go along with 3 assists in this game.
Bobby Ray, one of his key big threes. Hopefully he's all right to come back in the second half.
Yeah, because earlier we saw him get hurt holding on to his knee. A lot of 3-pointers in the first half, actually. Justin Brownlee, that's some more that he has here in the first half. What has been the story of the first 20 minutes for you, Coach Chris?
Brownlee really taking on the responsibility of Alab's offense, and as well as Sandy's sweet shooting right now. He's really he's igniting this crowd to back their team.
And we'll cut to a commercial break. When we return, we'll bring you the continuation of this game.
Saya Tri Risma hari ini, Wali Kota Surabaya. Saya ingin menyampaikan kepada kalian semuanya. Saya dulu adalah pemain basket sekolah. Saya adalah tim basket sekolah, mulai SMP sampai SMA dan sampai perguruan tinggi di ITS. Saya tetap menjadi tim basket ITS. Setiap orang seperti saya punya kekurangan. Saya jadi pemain basket tapi tidak tinggi. Tapi bukan berarti saya harus menyerah dan harus kalah. Dan saat itu saya terus berlatih sehingga saya bisa menembak dari jarak yang kadang-kadang setengah lapangan. Dan saya selalu jadi tim utama sampai saya selesai perguruan tinggi. Yang ingin saya pesankan kepada seluruh anak-anak saya di klub CLS Knights, tidak ada yang tidak mungkin. Kalian tidak boleh menyerah. Seberat apapun, sejelek apapun kita berhak untuk berhasil dan kita berhak untuk menang. Dulu para pejuang di Surabaya tidak punya kekuatan, bahkan senjata apapun kita kalah saat itu para pejuang. Tapi mereka pantang menyerah. Mereka terus berjuang dengan segala keterbatasan. Dan ternyata mereka bisa memenangkan pertempuran itu. Sehingga kita tetap merdeka. Karena itu kalian tidak boleh lemah. Kalau kalian lemah, kalian putus asa, kalian menyerah, itu kalian bukan arek Surabaya. Arek Surabaya tidak begitu. Arek Surabaya pantang menyerah. Kalau kita mau menjadi pemain basket yang baik, kita harus percaya dengan teman. Kita harus bisa bekerja sama. Tanpa percaya kepada teman dan kita tidak bisa bekerja sama, atau bahkan kalian saling menyalahkan, kalian akan semakin hancur. Tapi kalau kalian kompak, kalian bersatu, bahwa satu penderitaan, satu perjuangan untuk menjadi pemenang, kalian akan menjadi pemenang. Gak usah khawatir, itu sudah ada jalannya. Bahwa yang rajin dan tekun pasti akan diberikan kemenangan. Sekali lagi.
Happening. There's a proposal going on.
It's a big question being asked right now to Tamara.
And we are very lucky to be witnessing this and to be a part of this very special event in the lives of two of our CLS Knights fans here.
Wow, that's what you call a hero.
This is the city of heroes, Surabaya, Indonesia, and Tamara may have found hers. Imagine this guy put on that costume, that mascot costume. He has been hyping the crowd since the start of this game.
Yeah, I'll give him a lot
To
of
be
credit.
honest with you, Coach Chris, I'm not sure if he's the actual mascot. I think he just took this job for today just to pull this off for Tamara.
Hey, that's what you call sacrifice.
And look at that, underneath the costume
Wow.
is more surprise, is a bigger surprise.
Her smile is priceless right now.
Heartwarming event here at halftime as you witness the engagement of Jason and Tamara. And contrary to popular belief, Coach Chris and I did not shed a tear. We did not. And again, there's a lot of basketball to be played and we're thankful for what we saw here and to have such a special event. But now let's turn it over to the sideline so we try to get the scoop from some of our players and coaches. Before that, let's take a look at our numbers so far, Coach Chris, what stands out here for you?
3-point field goal, 6 for 11 from the Knights, 8 for 17 from Tanduay. Both teams are shooting a really good percentage from the downtown.
You know, looking at the free throw count too, 11 attempts already for the Knights, only 2 for Alab. What does that say?
CL Knights, like we said, in order to really keep up with the fast-paced game of Alab, need to attack the basket, which they did a great job in the first half.
And so much more action here left to be played. As promised, we head down to the sidelines and talk to our coach.
Good evening, ABL fans. We're live here going back. My name is Bernardo. Thank you, Zad, for that great analysis. I have right beside me the GM of Pelita Jaya, coach of the Indonesian national team, former coach of Garuda Bandung, former player Aspak Jakarta, former coach and player of Satria Muda, hailed as the Phil Jackson of Indonesia. And I have beside me Victor Rorik, aka Coach Ito. Coach, how exciting are you to be here in Surabaya along with the whole Pelita Jaya squad and cheering for the CLS Knights tonight?
We are especially to come here to support CLS Indonesia, who representing us Indonesia in the ABL. With my whole team came here to support 100% for CLS because this is ABL. This is the big league for us, for Indonesia. I mean.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. We're so excited for you guys to visit us here in Surabaya. But my next question is, as a coach, as a player, and basketball fan, what does it mean for Indonesian basketball that CLS Knights Indonesia is part of the ABL? What does it mean for you?
It's big, it's big. One, they represent us, Indonesia, the ABL, because the last 2-3 years, there's no Indonesian team in the ABL. That's the first thing. The second thing, I think, the Indonesian player, they have to be improved. Where? In the big league, complete league. And the IBL, I think, to be honest, it's one level with the Indonesian league.
Really? I mean, from your pedigree, everything is.
I'm there before. I'm coaching the Satria Muda, Indonesian Warriors before, so I know.
All right, there you have it, Coach Ito. Everybody, I want to give it back to you, Zad.
Thanks so much, Ardo. There you have it, straight from the mouth of Coach Victor Roring, the Phil Jackson of Indonesia, apparently. And he's just here really providing support for the CLS Knights Indonesia.
That's great for his added support for CL Knights to help them out get out of the slump right now.
And Coach Chris Gavina will cut to this short break. After this, we'll go back to the action, third quarter between the CLS Knights Indonesia and Tanduay Alab Pilipinas.
My name is James Clark. I'm from the United States, born and raised in San Francisco, live in Philadelphia. I've coached in the WNBA. I've coached a little bit in the NBA as a video coordinator with the Orlando Magic. I'm here basically to help, Coach Coco out as an advisor role and do some player development with the players, especially the young players that we got here. I did just do some research on the CLS Knights. You guys got a great fan base. I love that about the team. I love that you guys got a good nucleus of veterans on the team with Mario, Brian, and Duke playing all in the ABL. Then you got Freddie coming in, you know, all new to the ABL league, and I mean, and then of course you got Sandy, the seasoned vet from the CLS Knights. You know, he's been here pretty much throughout the organization from his youth up to now being an adult. So I'm very excited about the opportunity to come here and work with the CLS Knights and see what we can do. Hopefully get us this push, get us into the playoffs. Things you can't change is your effort. You know, I think if the guys give out 100% effort, we'll win the game. You know, we just got done having a meeting. It was my first meeting with Coco. As again, I just got here last night. So just learning about the team, learning what he's been dealing with. I think that's the biggest thing that we've got to talk about with the team. I haven't been introduced to the team just yet. So I think tomorrow will be the first time that I actually get to sit down and talk with the team. But I think, you know, things we got to work on, limiting offensive rebounds, playing aggressive defense, executing our plays. I think that's one thing, especially coming down to the fourth quarter. We got to execute our plays. We got to get in a better rhythm.
Left at 15 to 21, so cutting those down will definitely help CLS Knights' contribution.
Those two guys on your screens, Ray Parks and Justin Brownlee, were the two guys who did damage in the first half for Tanduay Alab. Parks actually went down and spent the last few minutes of the second quarter on the bench. Good to see him back on the floor.
Yeah, definitely. He started off so well with 8 points, so hopefully he can continue right where he left off.
Ball will be with Tanduay Alab Pilipinas to start the third quarter. It's Urbistondo, Parks, Balkman. They'll be teaming up with Brownlee and Meyerhofer, the same starting five they had.
You go right back to the same play they started off the game with, score right away.
Add 2 more points to the lead of Tanduay Alab Pilipinas with that Justin Brownlee 2-pointer.
Great way to start the half.
Here's Lish. They feed Williams down low in a good position. A bit too strong there though.
Here comes Alab.
Urbistondo goes cross court to Brownlee. They're looking for the man with a hot hand. Parks now. Lish in front of him, using that pick for Balkman. They swing it. Urbistondo. In front of him is Weisang. Brownlee fall away. There's just no stopping this guy.
Always Brownlee to the rescue when they need him.
52-44. This lead of Tanduay Alab starting to grow again. Williams, far out, backing down Balkman. Lish escapes the knee of Parks, but could not get the shot. The Corey Jones high up for that rebound. He gets fouled by Meyerhofer.
Second chance points has really been critical for CL Knights. First half they had 7 compared to Alab's 3. They need to continue that from starting from the Corey Jones.
One thing that cannot be doubted is the effort of the Corey Jones in this game. Makes that first free throw. The Corey has 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists.
It's making an impact in all different aspects of the game right now.
He was the guy you called out at the start of this coverage, Coach Chris. You said that CLS will need more from him. He's providing so far.
On the Alab side, I definitely want to see Balkman get a little bit more involved on the offensive end.
In a couple of the wins of Tanduay Alab, Ronaldo Balkman was named best player of the game. But you know what? The thing is that even if it's just one of Brownlee or Balkman catching fire, they're so good that they can carry the team.
Yeah, and with Parks and Urbistondo hitting, they're hard to stop.
Kunyawan, good look! And that is his spot. That corner 3, that's money for Sandy.
Right where they left off in the first half.
Leading scorer right now for CLS Knights. 14 markers for Sandy, but Tanduay Alab with a quick conversion on the other side. Williams. Moves Balkman with his body. Clears some space for the Deuce.
Can't do nothing about that, pure Balkman.
Ray opened up by the pick. No good though on the three. And there is a whistle on a sportsmanlike foul. Whistled on Meyer Hoffer. He has been very active in this game and perhaps may have been a bit too much there.
Too overzealous right now.
Another problem is that CLS Knights, they weren't even in a position to score. They were far away from the basket, and now he sends a good free throw shooter in Sandy Corneawan to the line. And the CLS will also get possession after these.
Two positive things to come out is cut the lead, as well as get the possession.
And with that, a sportsmanlike foul on Meyer Hoffer, this could be the possession where CLS Knights takes the lead again.
I was about to say, somebody had to initiate the energy that they fed off.
And now really leading the offense of CLS.
Really great game, though. 1 point game.
You know what I love about Sandy's game? He's not flashy. He doesn't have those crossovers. He will put you on highlights, but he'll be very, very effective. Williams, double team by 2 imports. Brownlee with the ball again. Leaves it for Bogman. Traveling violation called on him. I'm not sure if he expected that pass from Brownlee. Well, he quickly apologizes to his bench. Alab still ahead by 1 point. 7 minutes and change to go in the third period. Freddy getting that pick. Ray. Oh, they get it to Williams, who gets the lead for the CLS Knights.
Now it's time to get the rhythm.
And that pass from Urbis Tondo sails out of bounds. Crowd coming alive again here in Surabaya. Their heroes going on another run. They have taken the lead, 55-54.
Crowd getting into it.
Lish losing control, was able to pass it out to Wuisang. Mario could not score, but gets his own rebound in the second try. Still nothing. It's Brownlee comes out with the ball. Justin running out to Urbis Tondo for the three.
Good fire. Wow, that's a great comeback for that three-pointer right there.
Plays like that are what earned Josh Urbis Tondo his moniker, the Fireball. 6 minutes remaining in the third period. Parks called for a foul. He disagrees. How entertaining has that matchup been? Parks versus Lish.
Yeah, I like it. They really are playing hard against one another and trying to get the best out of one another.
Lish has 9 points. Parks has 8. Corneawan, on the other hand, has done so much. He's got 16. Jones, empty on that attempt. It's Bogman who gets that rebound. Too eager on that offensive, rushed it. That caused the turnover for Alab. Lish with some space, in and out of the three. He's setting up the table for Tanduay, looking for Brownlee. Single coverage so far, they kick it out. Parks and Corks from deep, too strong. Jones with the rebound. Great steal. Urbis Tondo could not get the bounce, but it's Bogman staying with the basketball, mops up the mess.
Bogman starting to put his imprint on his game.
Too strong on that attempt is Brian Williams. But again, another errant pass from Ronaldo Bogman. Williams loses his footing. How often do you see a guy lying down on the floor getting a rebound? Lish, nothing there. Williams finally on the third try.
Williams is all over the place right now.
Action picking up here in the third. And some color developing between Williams and Urbis Tondo. Josh getting the boost from the crowd. He goes back to the bench.
Those two earned passes by Baltimore really hurting opportunities.
Take a look at this. Great box out from Williams. He actually got that rebound over Brownlee and Bogman. He was able to put it in to cut the Tanduay Alab lead down to 2 points, 59-57. And right after that, we saw Coach Jimmy Alapag pull out Joshua Bistondo from the game and send in Pau Havilona. Now he has emptied his bench.
I think he wants to bring somebody in there to change the tempo of the game on. Hopefully Havilona can do that for the Tanduay Alab.
This timeout, Coach Chris, is actually something that everyone here inside the Gorker Tajaya needs. You need a breather because action has been very fast here in the third quarter.
It's been an exciting game right now. Entertaining for the crowd.
And the crowd has really been supporting CLS Knights. They score a bucket, couple of runs here and there, and the crowd will cheer their hearts out for their team. They've been in pain after losing 6 straight games, and they know that their team will need them if they want to get back on that winning track. However, the obstacle they need to overcome is Tanduay Alab Pilipinas. Better than record.
Push non-call there on, I think, Williams on Baldwin.
4:32 left to play here in the third quarter. Just a 2-point lead for Tanduay Alab Pilipinas.
I give a lot of credit to Balkman though. Williams is not easy, not an easy man to have to deal with on your own.
Thanks for joining us on this live coverage of the ASEAN Basketball League. Chuck Sulit and Coach Chris Gavina delivering this game to you. Bogman is looking to make up for the 2 wayward passes that resulted to turnovers earlier. He really hasn't gotten his groove in this game.
No, not at all. I think they need to go back to Brownlee.
Although Bogman has 11 points, but you know he can do so much more on a good day. Parks being bodied up by Lish. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Ray looking to attack now. Parks off the glass and in. Parks now the third Tanduay Alab player to reach double figures in scoring with 10 points.
And he follows it up with a great block.
Havilona escapes the defense. Excellent pass to Brownlee.
Tanduay turning defense into offense there. Great job.
The numbers of Justin Brownlee, just extremely impressive. He's got 27 points, but what's even more interesting, he's 11 for 15 from the field. Corey Jones with a spin, and he dropped Ray Parks. Parks was forced to give up the foul to stop the play. He felt, though, that he got all ball.
It's actually a smart foul by Bobby. He was at a disadvantage there, not the ball.
Ray Parks, you can still see a bit of some limp with him jogging back to the bench. He hurt his knee in the first half.
It shows his will for his team.
And when Ray Parks was playing with the national team, I also was able to encounter instances where he played hurt because he knew that these games, they mean a lot. Brian Williams also knows that, and so he works hard. But what he did there was the second delay of game infraction, so that's going to be a technical called on Brian Williams. He's arguing it, but we all saw it, and it's in the rule book. You can't do that. After you made a basket, you can't get the basketball. You see here, gets a defensive rebound. It was spectacular on that attack. The putback, he got the ball. Something he can do.
Just gotta let it go and run back down.
Fortunately for Brian, Urbistondo misses the free throw. Lead of Alab still at 4 points. The 5 on the floor for Coach Jimmy Alapag, Robbie Sen is Justin Brownlee, Ronaldo Bogman, Pau Havilona, and Josh Urbistondo. For Coach Coco Nugroho, it's Huisang, Jones, Cornyawan, Brian Williams, Ari Fidayat.
Maloney's got to come off there ready to shoot. He's wide open.
Is that also a result of having spent the first half on the bench? Could that be a factor there, Coach?
Yeah, I think he's not in rhythm yet, so hopefully he's going to go.
CLS Knights on offense, under 3 minutes to go in the third. Huisang uncorks from deep, long range, money on the three.
They needed that. They needed somebody to retrieve that lead, put that lead down.
If you're a CLS Knights fan and you want to see a bucket, you want that ball in the hands of Mario Huisang. Brownlee looking to answer. He feeds Bogman down low. And Ronaldo Bogman, too strong for the Corey Jones' top.
Great high-low action there from Brownlee and Bogman.
Huisang uses that Williams pick excellently, forcing Urbistondo to commit the foul.
Bogman's starting to really turn out a good team right now.
Alab Pilipinas will already penalty, so that's going to mean 2 free throws. Brian Williams will need to connect on free throws. He's 1 of 4 today.
They gotta make Alab pay. They send him to that free throw line.
Firman Nugroho checks back into the game.
See what the big man can do here.
Williams with 11 points, 9 rebounds. He converts his first free throw.
Big hand.
65-63. Tanduay Alab still ahead. Williams off on the second. Emphatic rebound collected there by Bogman. 2 minutes and change remaining in the third quarter. Alab looking to attack. Brownlee gets to his spot and he drops in that looper.
And Brownlee was just resting for a little while. And they try to take over this last 2 minutes.
Hidayat orchestrating the offense for the white shirts. They get it to their scorer, Huisang, the veteran. Using that pick again. Urbistondo chasing him. Just a bit too many dribbles for Mario Huisang. He wanted to put on a show in front of Josh Urbistondo.
Nope. Try again.
Minute and 33 remaining in the third quarter. Brownlee getting some space. Misses on the three. Knights pushing that basketball. Huisang, he gets fouled by Havelona, and he will head to the free throw line for a pair of freebies.
Great job by Mario to really attack the Alab defense while they were set up.
Exchanges of misses happening here between CLS and Tanduay Alab. This is where Huisang was fouled.
Alab's got to get back to their running game. Their tempo is really slow the second half of this ball game.
13 points now for Mario Huisang. He had 9 points in the first quarter and was really the one who ignited the offense of CLS in this game. When no one could make buckets, it was Huisang who kept it in step with Alab. Josh using that pick from Brownlee. Justin will shoot again from deep. Could not connect. A foul is whistled. It is gonna go on Firman Nugroho.
Bogman now using his advantage in the low post, in good position.
Only the second team foul for CLS Knights in this quarter.
Still a close ball game right now. 3 points separate these two great teams.
A minute and 2 seconds remaining. As you saw, Huisang made his way to the bench. Will probably rest the remainder of the third period. Raimundo looking to feed Bogman. Nugroho guarding the rope in port of Alab. Tried to go to Havelona. Good intention, but that pass sailed out of bounds.
Another costly turnover by Bogman there.
go in the third quarter. Knights looking to get closer, maybe even tie the game with a 3. They go to Williams down in the post. Back to Brian. Hit the bottom of the board. But it results in something even better as Hidayah ties the game with that triple. 2-second difference. Oh, they killed the shot clock now. So possible last shot for Tanduay Alab. Babilona gets some space. No, but Balkman staying with that basketball, mopping up the mess. And he even gets fouled. Will have a trip to the line for the bonus.
Like you said, Balkman is doing all the little things that's helping him move Alab towards winning this game.
You know, Balkman understands that Brownlee's the hot hand, so the design plays will go to Justin, but he's making himself available on the offensive rebound. That's how he's gotten a lot of his points.
He's using his advantage, the fact that they have a local on him and using his length and his strength right now.
Ronaldo Balkman with 15 points right now. They're good on the bonus. And CLS will not be able to make an attempt here. Even if that went in, wouldn't have counted. Tanduay Alab keeps their 2-point lead at the end of 3 quarters. But it was a successful period for the CLS Knights as they were able to turn that lead.
Definitely. Alab kind of slowed their game down, and CLS Knights were able to take advantage by making key baskets till the end of that quarter.
Why exactly, Coach Chris, is a slow game? Is the slow game working towards CLS?
Because of they have a big man who's really dominant, so they don't necessarily have to push the ball every single time. Wait for him and let him use his advantage.
Let's take a look at some of the scenes here in the third quarter. Justin Brownlee, we thought that he was ready to break the game open because he went to work right when he resumed action in the third. But he got a few answers from the side of CLS. You see here, he made this tough jumper in front of the Corey Jones.
Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan fadeaway right there.
Put that name, Justin Brownlee, side by side with those legends. Stanley Corneawan, he continued to wax hot. He had 5 straight points for CLS Knights in that period, and he now has a total of 16. The lead after 3 quarters is 2 points, 69-67 in favor of Tanduay Alab Pilipinas. Third period, Coach Chris, when we saw Rico Meyerhofer commit an unsportsmanlike foul on Sandy Corneawan, did you feel that that somehow affected the flow of the game?
Kind of let the CLS Knights get an opportunity to get on the board and really gain some confidence by seeing points go on the board.
Mario Weisang, also one of the guys who got going in the third period. Take a look at the scoring by quarters. It was an 11-point lead for Alab at the end of 1, but that's in the history books right now.
CLS Knights doing a good job of getting to their big man and let them go to work.
The Knights looking to open up their fourth quarter strong. They lose the ball though. It's picked up by Dondon Ontiveros.
Anyways, they start the last quarter of this game. Alab can take advantage.
Altman asking for his guard. It's Raimundo who gets control of that basketball. Wisnu was guarding the guard there. Oh, Bogman. That ball is rolling out, but Brownlee was there to mop up the mess.
Balkman doing a good job of getting to a sweet spot, just missed. Great job by Brownlee not giving up on that play.
Williams slightly out of his comfort zone. The help from Raimundo. A foul is whistled on Bamboy, and that bailed CLS out because if there was no foul whistled, then Williams would have traveled.
Yeah, definitely. Williams has to keep the ball up above his shoulders. Brings it below his hips. That's guard country.
You can also see how much Coach Jimmy Alapag respects the strength and the skill of Brian Williams, throwing that double team, sometimes even a triple team, on the world import of Indonesia. Wisnu. Oh, miscommunication between him and Cornyawan. Brownlee open from deep. Front rims it. Justin has been trying to connect on that three-pointer, but that's his third straight miss. Great patience there shown by Williams. Wisnu collects the offensive board. He finds an opening but is rejected. The Corey Jones. Nothing there. Alab running. Hontiveros. Back to Brownlee. Could not complete the transition play. The spacing of Alab was not good on that attack.
That was an easy basket that they missed on.
Here's Hidayat settling down their offense. Cornyawan wanted the three, but Ray sticking to him. Williams just too deep for the big guy.
Too big. He needs to send somebody down here.
14 points for Williams. Raimundo looking to set up Bogman, who gets to his spot, just couldn't score. Williams asking for an offensive foul. Jones against Brownlee. DeCory spinning, not scoring.
Sorry, miss right there. You gotta convert when you're in that kill zone.
Oh, risky pass there from Bamboy Raimundo, but it lands on his target, and Bogman scores the deuce, even asking for a foul.
Walkman is going right to his sweet spots right now and just making high percentage shots.
And Alab, when that inside pass is available, even if it's a long pass, they will give that to their import. Bogman, good initial read on Williams. He knows that Brian will always look for that baseline spin first, and he cut that off.
He's making some great adjustments right now on how to defend Brian Williams. Good help by Bobby Ray, just a call for a foul.
Also credit Williams, because when that move, you see here, that baseline spin was cut off. He has other moves too. He spun the other way and drew that foul on Ray Parks.
If Bob Ray could have gone there maybe a half second earlier, that may have been an offensive charge.
Already the fourth foul on Ray Parks. Bogman takes a seat. Williams, 2 of 6 from the free throw line tonight. He does have a double-double though, 14 and 10.
It's the name of the game right now. Free throws.
Also 4 assists for the big guy of CLS Knights Indonesia. Coach Coco Nugroho relying on his world import to carry them as they look to end this 6-game slump.
Let's see who's able to make one last big run here in order to come out with a big win.
Second free throw for Williams. He goes 2 for 2. It's actually the first trip to the line where he went perfect. Knights within 2. 73-71, 7 minutes to play. Hontiveros, quick trigger, quick make.
That's a big three right there by Don. That's a veteran shot under great pressure.
Hontiveros buys Alab another 5-point advantage here. Alabanza is the guy tasked to guard Williams with Bogman out. A good strip from Brownlee. Hontiveros diving on the floor. Forget about age.
That's what you call sacrificing your body for your team. I love it. Great job, Don.
And a timeout is whistled by Coach Jimmy Alapag. He wants to talk to his players. And right now, he's applauding them first because even with the Knights knocking on their lead, Alab continues to shut the door on them, and they have found ways to stay ahead.
The vets of Alab have been making big plays all game long. Josh has been making big threes, and previous play, Don made that great three up top.
Well, one thing we've seen Coach Chris in this game has been a battle of runs. This 5-point lead that Tanduay Alab is holding on to right now, we've seen that vanish in a few seconds earlier in this game because the Knights, especially with their three-pointers, they are very, very lethal. But the last three-pointer here of Don Ontiveros was the one that got Alab Pilipinas their 5-point advantage right now.
Definitely. I think Tanduay has made great adjustments on not leaving the shooters of CLS Knights as open as they were before.
Something, though, that has not come to the luxury of Coach Coco Nugroho is the bench production. He only has one guy who has scored from him from off the bench, and that's Arif Hidayat, who has 8 points. As for Alab, we've seen some contributions too. Oh, actually, check that. It's for both teams. Only Don Ontiveros has scored from the bench of Alab Pilipinas, and it was that three-pointer earlier. So for both Tanduay Alab and CLS Knights, it's been the starters doing most of the damage here tonight.
The Knights will need Mario Musang to spark this run again.
Freddie Lish back in the game. He'll uncork a three. Rolls out. Alabanza boxed out Williams well, and Brian cannot believe
that was a tough shot by Lish right there.
It was, and looked like a heat check, but he had not been in the game for a bit.
I don't think that's the shot you want to take after a timeout.
Alabanza setting the pick for Parks.
Great screen.
Ray on the right elbow. Williams sagged off, and Ray made him pay.
The screen got that shot for Bobby Ray.
6 minutes to go. The lead of Tanduay Alab growing to 7 points. Alabanza just gave up the foul before Williams was even able to make a move.
I like Alab's adjustment of going zone once Williams receives the ball in the post right now.
What do you think that's for, Coach Chris?
To really just let him see that there's help coming from every direction.
And some reminders here from our referees. Because when it's big boys playing like these guys on the floor, J.R. Alabanza, Brian Williams, things get a bit more physical, but that's the name of the game here.
Exactly.
And as Alabanza was warned, a bit more physicality and we'll call a foul. Exactly what the referee did. I like that call, Coach Chris, because he was warned. It's not like the referee just called a foul for him giving a little bump on Brian Williams.
Definitely. As a player, you have to be able to adjust to what the referees are calling right now.
This time it's Coach Coco's turn to call a timeout. He wants to make the most of this possession. They will have 14 seconds on their shot clock. Time winding down for the CLS Knights Indonesia to make a comeback here. They're down by 7 points. Coach Jimmy still arguing with the referee, saying that, well, from what we see, it looks like Coach Jimmy is saying that JR was just using his body, his chest, to try and neutralize Brian Williams.
Exactly. He's trying to get an explanation from the referee, as well as pleading that his players just trying to go chest to chest. Well, you can't exactly do too much with a guy as big as Big Brian Williams.
That's something you have to appreciate. Coaches, referees, they communicate, even players. You talk, you understand the rules together. That's so there wouldn't be any arguments, any controversial calls, because everyone understands what's going on.
Exactly. I like the fact that the referee heard out Coach Jimmy Alapag, and hopefully they make the adjustments on their calls.
5:52 remaining in this game between the CLS Knights Indonesia and Tanduay Alab Pilipinas. The red shirts 4-4 right now, but they've won 4 of their last 5 games. After a 0-3 start, Coach Chris identified Balkman, who got that steal, and Justin Brownlee as reasons for this surge. Don Ontiveros adds 2 more and extends the lead to 9.
It's 2 straight possessions over timeout, and they don't get anything positive.
As a coach, how much does that really hurt you and make you really get to your veins?
Big time. You just drew out a play.
And it's not like you have unlimited timeouts. Those are limited too, so you want to make the most of each of those. Williams misses on the three. Hontiveros could not get it. That's his shot though. He made a career out of knocking down corner threes. Park staying patient with it. They feed Dondon, who has size advantage against Wei Sang. Veteran versus veteran. Dondon misses the mark completely. Mario. Offensive foul whistled on Decory Jones. What happened there, Coach Chris?
I think Dondon wind up getting pushed on the ground by, is that Decory Jones? Great veteran move right there.
Let's see it again on video. Oh, Decory seemed to have moved before establishing the pick.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's nice to see these players, despite an intense game like this, having fun with each other. Dondon and Mario laughing it off after that foul.
Yeah, I think Mario said, good acting job, Dondon.
For the record, Dondon, it wasn't me who said you acted. Although I do believe that you had some, a little bit of that in the mix. Hey, you know what? I heard some players talk about, flopping, a little bit of acting here and there. They say it's part of the game, and I agree. If you have to sell a call, do whatever it takes to win.
Do what you got to do out there.
Now, if you get called for a technical, then that's a price you have to pay.
Yeah, that time it worked in Alab's favor.
Under 5 minutes to go. Parks being guarded by Lish. His team holds a 9-point lead. He goes to Balkman. Passes on the open three. Wants to take a higher percentage shot. Parks did not get that jumper. He was actually hoping that a foul will be whistled on Freddie Lish. Good hustle from Hontiveros.
Dondon making impact plays right now, everywhere.
Coach Jimmy Alapag really trusting his veteran. And Dondon earning that trust here.
It's a great pleasure to have a vet that knows how to get the job done, especially at the end game.
Dondon and Coach Jimmy may have started their professional careers in a similar century or a time frame.
Great kick out by Bobby Ray right there.
Another three-pointer for Alab. The Knights have been silent for several minutes in this game. They need a bucket here. Lish going to Williams. Bryant, pass disrupted, but a foul is whistled on Dondon. Would have been an easy two for the Groho.
Actually, great job down by Dondon right there. He didn't give up an easy layup.
4:05 remaining in this game here at the Gor Kertajaya in Surabaya, Indonesia, where the CLS Knights host Tanduay Alab Pilipinas. Firman finds himself at the line.
I like the way Alab is just making the simple plays on offense. On an open man, making big shots.
This, however, continues to haunt the Knights, Coach Chris. Their free throw shooting. They are now 14 of 22.
Wow. Like I said, I've been saying all game long. Free throws decides games.
Something I find very interesting, though, is that Tanduay Alab Pilipinas has only attempted 4 free throws in the entire game. Oh, 0 for 2 for Firman.
When they look back and watch this game, those stats are going to haunt them.
Ray buying some space against Lish. Backing him down. Parks going up. Focused too much on drawing the foul.
Tough shot there, tough shot.
It's Lish's turn to attack Parks, but the switch puts Balkman on him. Freddie feeds Bryant. And Ray Parks was caught on that mismatch. Williams knew how to capitalize.
CLS Knights' sense of urgency on defense has to pick up now. Time is not on their side.
3:20 to go. They go back to Parks. Again against Lish. Brownlee. Oh, that is his sweet spot.
I like the way Coach Jimmy's using Ray Parks as a decoy right now so that Brownlee can get himself going.
You know, if you put a mixtape of Justin Brownlee highlights, 90% of those will be shots in that area. Whether he's fading to the left or to the right, Brownlee has memorized that area of the floor.
Does a great job of really staying balanced on his shot, whether he's fading away or not.
This was the pass from Ray Parks. Brian Williams just a bit too late on the closeout.
Bobby Ray's playing really smart ball right now, not forcing any issues.
How about Brownlee with 36 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists.
That's what you're going to make an impact in every single statistic.
Oh, Ray Parks. That's not an easy shot, Coach Chris.
Definitely not. Bobby Ray is taking over this game.
Ray Parks with 14 points of his own. Add 4 assists to that total. And Williams.
Great defense by Balkman there. I give him credit for
I really thought that Brian got the space he wanted, but perhaps fatigue kicking in already. It was a bit short on his jump.
I agree. It seemed like he didn't have anything left in his legs on that shot.
2:40 to go. Like you said earlier, time not on the side of CLS Knights. And Williams has had enough of Bachman buying easy buckets down low. He sends that baby away.
Knights almost got caught sleeping on that one. Great pass by Josh.
You know, Coach Chris, we've been focused too much on Justin Brownlee. And we forgot about Bachman. Despite getting blocked that time, his performance in his game has been splendid as well. 17 points and 12 rebounds. And he's done that without asking for the ball, without plays being designed for him, like I mentioned earlier.
Definitely. He's just making great plays, great game-winning plays for his team. Doing what the team needs him to do. So, great contribution from him.
Talking about these two imports, they played in leagues and in teams where they were the focal point of offense, mainly them. Teams put the ball in their hands and let them go. Now working together, talk about that dynamic, how they adjusted their games for them to be able to be successful as a duo.
That's what you call being selfless. He's willing to defer to Brownlee and as well as Bobby Ray Parks right now. So bottom line is the overall goal is to win the game.
The CLS Knights, like they have shown in their last 2 games, they've gotten close to Alab earlier, but they've been silent here in the 4th quarter, and that has really hurt their cause.
The Knights have kind of fizzled away in the second half. They started off with such great energy in the first half, just couldn't sustain it.
2:37 left here. The Knights have only scored 6 points here in the 4th quarter. Tanduay Alab, they've gotten opportunities in transition. But that's a miss for Alab. The Knights may have to go quick from here on out.
Alab's got to pick up the pace right now.
Wisang. Pass intended for Corey Jones. Jones has it. Puts the move on Brownlee. Williams with the board. Not to be denied.
If you're Alab, you can live with that. Right now, just got to dial in, focus, and execution.
And foul away from the play. It's Hidayat getting tangled up with Parks. And what Parks is doing right now is he's initiating the physicality. He's a bigger guard. He knows how to operate on the post. And he's also trying to get under the skin of his defenders.
Like I said, Parks has been playing a smart game, not even forcing any issue. He's taking his strengths and maximizing it.
They go cross court. Hontiveros, corner 3. Too strong. CLS with the board. Hidayat open. Gets fouled by Parks. So the last lap goes to Arif Hidayat. And the crowd here. And the Gorker Tajaya joining Arif.
The crowd would have went crazy if he had made that 3 on that foul.
You have to love, again, the fans of Indonesia here. They're still showing support. They're Knights in a critical situation here, down by 12 with less than 2 minutes to go. But they don't care. They're going to show support. Exactly. This was the play, Coach Chris.
It's a good contest.
And Ray did catch him. You saw it on the replay.
Yeah.
Last minute, the ball was released already, yes, but he still hit the arm, the wrist of Arif.
Let's see if he can convert on these three.
Hidayat tonight, after that free throw, has 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's bettered his averages of 3.7 points, a rebound, and just 1 assist.
Overall, CLS Knights have definitely played a lot better. You know, they had a capability of winning this game. It's just that the offense stalled in that fourth quarter.
And at this point, despite the slump that they've been stuck in, you just want to find those positives. You just want to focus on the progress you're making.
Exactly.
Williams did not get the 3. Hontiveros gets the rebound.
Great credit to Alab in the way they locked down CLS Knights in the fourth quarter and just made the right plays to win this game.
Alab now is trying to waste away some precious seconds off of the clock. Hontiveros sends it to Urbistondo. 3 is not there. Brownlee hustling for that rebound.
And that's the backbreaker right there.
His 8th board. Raimundo free throw line jumper. No. Brownlee slips. Actually, a lot of players have slipped on the floor tonight.
Yeah.
Corniawan from deep.
Still in it. Still in it.
Absolutely, 19 points. Although those are his first points here in the fourth quarter.
Wow. They got to make some stops right here, get some steals.
You see here, CLS Knights not giving up.
That won't help their cause. Big miss by Baltimore.
And actually now it buys Alab an opportunity to waste more time. CLS Knights, they're not fouling right now.
I don't know why.
Now they do, now they do.
Should have fouled earlier. Save some time on that clock.
Brownlee will be the guy they foul, but that's still the last foul to give of the CLS Knights Indonesia, so it will only be a sideline inbound for Tanduay Alab Pilipinas.
I really like the poise and the character Alab showed all game long. CLS Knights made some big runs and they just responded with the right plays.
This was the play earlier where Hidayat, not sure if would fouls like those, Coach Chris, warrant unsportsmanlike, because it didn't seem like he was going after the ball.
Yeah, it didn't seem as if it was too blatant, I think.
Just a regular foul though, called, and now that foul from Wisang will send Urbistondo to the free throw line.
I think we both know we've seen more flagrant and more blatant
Absolutely.
fouls than that one.
Justin Brownlee with a big smile on his face. Well, if you dropped 36 points, grabbed 8 rebounds, and dished out 7 assists, you would have that big of a smile as well.
Exactly. Coach Jimmy Alapag is definitely thumbs up on Brownlee's effort tonight. He made it seem so effortless.
Urbistondo continues to buy cushion for Tanduay Alab Pilipinas. He gets to double digits with those free throws.
See if the Knights can come up with something after this timeout, after the 2 unsuccessful plays that they had in their previous 2 timeouts before.
Mathematically, it's going to be very, very challenging for the Knights. 10-point lead for Tanduay Alab Pilipinas with only 37 seconds remaining.
I think as a coach of the Knights, like you said, you got to look at the positives of this game. They were able to keep in stride with the Alab Pilipinas for, I'd say, 3 quarters.
And you got strong performances from your guy, Sandy Corniawan, who is a known threat from deep for CLS Knights. And you take a look at his averages, compare it to his statistics tonight, tonight is really a breakout performance for him.
Hopefully he can use this game as a confidence-building game and move forward and keep building his confidence. Don't ever, as a shooter, you should never lose confidence.
Coach Jimmy Alapag, some final reminders for his Tanduay Alab Pilipinas. They're looking to hold on to this lead and collect their 5th win.
One more stop should wrap this game up. I really commend Coach Jimmy for trusting his veteran Don Hontiveros. Don made some key plays and pushing this lead ahead for good.
Exactly. Talk about
the impact that Dondon had, especially earlier in the fourth quarter where the Knights were still very much in the game.
Exactly. I believe it was a 5-point game when he hit that big three, and then he forced Decory Jones into that offensive foul. So those little vet contributions go a long way for Alab.
More than the performance of Justin Brownlee, which will easily be the headline of this game. Coach Chris, what else are the factors that help Alab get to this point?
Honestly, the willingness of the players to really help each other be successful. We saw Balkman not really be too aggressive, but yet he was cleaning up boards, getting extra possessions, running the floor, as well as Bobby Ray Parks and not forcing any issues and just taking the shots that he had and finding his open teammates.
Crossing over to the side of the CLS Knights Indonesia, you talked about taking the positive from this game and hopefully bringing it on to the rest of the season. What are those positives that you hope they learn to carry on?
I think the positive that they showed that they can compete. They just got to be able to do it for 40 minutes.
Some wayward threes, though, being thrown up by the Knights. They're still trying to foul. And they will send Pamboy Raimundo to the free throw line. This could be the first point of Pamboy. And you know, even the guys for Alab who were not able to score but came off the bench, they provided some impact too, like JR Alabanza picking up fouls, but you know, at least he bought some minutes for Renato Balkman to rest on the bench as Coach Jimmy pulls his starters off the court, getting high fives from their teammates on the bench.
Great effort all the way around from the entire team of Alab tonight.
And for the CLS Knights, it's going to be a matter of learning how to stay within step of these stronger teams, or at least right now, because of what the record suggests, stay in step with opponents until the final minute, because they were right in this game, as you mentioned, until perhaps the 7 or 8 minute mark of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, exactly. I think they just have to keep continuing believing and they can win. Just keep making the right plays.
And Decory Jones still doing stuff to excite the crowd here. The fans have definitely showed their support. They get another steal. Decory! Oh!
What a way to end the game.
With a throwdown.
May not be finished.
And the Knights, oh, they will not stop fighting. And that's exactly what you want to see if you're Coach Coco, if you're a fan here inside the Gor Kertajaya supporting the CLS Knights.
Exactly. We're not to never give up.
Take a look at this. Decory Jones putting Alab Pilipinas on his DP.
That'll be on his highlight reel.
Absolutely. They don't do posters anymore. They do display pictures on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Oh, JR Alabanza will be on a lot of photos.
That'll be on someone's Snapchat later.
Sumalinog, he also gets on the board with those 2 free throws.
I think that'll seal this game up for Alab.
Coach Coco still asking for a timeout with 1.3 seconds remaining in these situations. Coach Chris, what do you talk to your players about?
You know, it's a situation where you can work on an end game situation. They're able to score. You look at the score after the game, you say, we just competed with a very good team who was a Final Four team in the ABL last conference. So who's to say they can't compete with anyone else? So take the positives and use that in your next game in order to put it all together.
Here tonight, the CLS Knights were able to play with Alab Pilipinas, and they even held the lead in the second quarter. And in the third quarter, they had that solid run right before halftime where they eliminated an 11-point lead of Alab to get the advantage. But it seemed as though they ran out of gas towards the end of the game.
Exactly, I agree. It just seemed like Alab was able to really hone in on their advantages with Bobby Ray Parks on the post, and Balkman cleaning up boards all night long.
Let's see here, 1.3 seconds for the Knights. What do they do? Off-ball action.
Wow. What did they just call there?
They call an unsportsmanlike foul.
What is that? What's unsportsmanlike about that? He went after the ball.
And Coach Jimmy obviously unhappy with what happened there. I believe that it's called unsportsmanlike because the foul was committed before the ball was put into play.
I see. So maybe there was a hold somewhere.
Let's see this. It's on the right side.
We didn't see it. Couldn't see it there.
Pamboy Raimundo committed that foul. Uisang connects on the first free throw. That gets him up to 17 points and 6 rebounds.
Uisang turned out a great game today, as he has all season long, really.
But Mario misses on the second. You have to love it, Coach Chris. Up to that second free throw, this game is a sure win for Tanduay Alab, but you see the fans still react.
Yeah. They're still engaged right now. You gotta love that.
I also think that that's one of the starting points for this team, for CLS Knights, to know that there's a crowd who's willing to support you despite of the slumps you may fall in. That gives you a lot of inspiration to hit the gym, try and keep getting better, and eventually get that win.
Yes, definitely. Use it as motivation. This crowd should motivate them to work even harder to really get another win on their next game.
But for now, it's Tanduay Alab Pilipinas collecting this W, 92-87 over the CLS Knights Indonesia. Big win on the road for the Filipinos. Of course, getting a huge boost from their import, Justin Brownlee.
Brownlee is magical. He makes everybody around him better. Everybody's boost of confidence when he's making his shots. And you really have to commend also Balkman in order to do all the dirty work that doesn't get really the headline, like you said.
I love how the adjective that you use to describe Brownlee, magical. And that is his moniker, Justin Magic Brownlee, pulling off the stops, dropping 36 big points. 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 steals. And the best thing about his stat line, about 0 turnovers to add to that.
That's amazing. That many amount of statistical points, don't give up anything towards the benefit of the other team.
And also a lot of solid contributions from the other players of Alab, including the bench guys. For the CLS Knights Indonesia, you got Brian Williams leading the team with 22 points and 14 rebounds, another monster double-double. However, that wasn't enough to overcome Tanduay Alab.
Hopefully the Knights can fight themselves.
Tanduay Alab Pilipinas collecting a 5-point win on the road here in Gor Kertajaya in Surabaya, Indonesia, defeating the CLS Knights Indonesia 92-87. What a performance it was for the Filipinos.
What a great way to end the game for Brownlee, and as well as Bobby Ray Parks, making all the right plays, keeping things simple.
But again, we mentioned it during the game. We love the effort from CLS, not just in the early goings where they made that 9-2 run at the start of the second quarter, but also until the dying seconds where it seemed like a sure win for Alab. But they kept fighting. The Corey Jones even had that big highlight dunk.
Definitely. Basically, they have to be able to use that towards their advantage and just think of the positives of this game.
If you're a coach, Coach Chris, for CLS Knights, why is it important to see that your players keep putting in the effort until the final second?
It shows you that they care about winning. So now they go back to scratch. Get back in the gym early, get your shots up, get your reps up. Work on your adjustments that you have to in order to pull out a win for the next game.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights now from this game that Alab Pilipinas won on the road. It started with shootout practically. Actually, in the first quarter, it was pretty close. Scoring started slow. Sandy Cornyawan caught fire in the second quarter.
And he was hitting from everywhere. They did a great job of really locating him.
Problem was Justin Brownlee already had 18 points in the first half alone. Brian Williams tried to muscle his way down in the paint, and he was able to do so with 22 points, but Alab just kept pulling stops.
That was that big shot that we talked about earlier.
And Justin Brownlee, as we mentioned, he was just spectacular, getting those.
Magical right there.
Absolutely. Ray Parks also towards the end of it, when Alab needed some extra push from some other guys, because Brownlee was being marked, Ray provided that.
Exactly. They all made the vet contributions that Alab needed in order to win this game.
And Wei Sang also with 17 points and 6 rebounds. He was the catalyst in the offense. But Corey Jones, that was the dunk we were talking about. Something to bring home, a memory for all the fans watching here inside the Gorker Tajaya.
Why did they even jump on that one?
Absolutely. Something that I will try to get out of every time I get caught in a situation like that. But again, the story was Justin Brownlee, but you kept praising also Ronaldo Balkman for playing that support role.
Like I said, moving towards the third quarter, he started really making some impact plays where finding opportunities to find the perfect positions for rebounds.
Let's take a look at some of the numbers, Coach Chris. Lead us into this.
Turnovers, assists, rebound, all pretty much even, really. The name of the game was free throws. Look at the free throw disparity, but 16 for 28 doesn't get the job done for the CLS Knights.
What does those 10 free throws for Alab say about the defense that the CLS Knights played on them?
Exactly. They didn't really give up too many driving lanes, so I mean, you got to give it up to Alab. They hit 11 out of 29 threes, so they went to their strength tonight.
And again, like you said, we've been saying this throughout the coverage of the game, the free throws, a lot of misses from Brian Williams too. He went 4 for 8 from the free throw line, but also a lot of wasted opportunities for CLS Knights. There was a time where Alab Pilipinas kept turning the ball over, but the Knights just weren't able to capitalize on that.
Exactly. Brian Williams had a hell of an effort tonight. He'll look at his stat sheet and really just go back into the gym and get those reps in, making some free throws. Look at the final score, 92-87, disparity of 8, I believe, missed free throws. So, you know, you never know. They can possibly turn this around the next game.
I feel also that CLS Knights could have used some extra help from Freddie Lish. He was good in defending Ray Parks, but offensively, he's one of the guys they turned to. They got the provision from Kurnyawan and Wei Sang, but Freddie going 4 for 14 from the field. He did score 9 points, but Freddie Goldstein, Freddie Lish, he's made a name for himself in the ABL. We know what he can do on a good day.
I like his fire on defense. You know, he started off well actually on offense. He just stopped, going 4 for 14. You got to find a way to be more efficient, make more plays where you may not be able to score, get other guys involved on your team.
That's now 7 straight losses for CLS Knights Indonesia, and for Tanduay Alab Pilipinas, that's now 5 out of the last 6 games that they've played that came out as wins. What's it about this Brownlee-Balkman combination that just came in and changed the way Alab plays?
The contrast in the two, one's an inside guy who's able to go at rebounds, and we all know Brownlee can get his points, make it look real easy. They really just complement one another great. And
because you look at these two imports, some of the teams here in the ABL, they go for bigger imports. We even have the Gara with Mono Vampire who's at 7'3". Between Brownlee and Balkman, the taller guy, Balkman, is about 6'9", maybe 6'8", and you usually see that as a disadvantage. But they found a loophole, and they've been winning games.
Exactly. This back-to-back wins for Alab has been great. Hopefully they can continue it.
Here now are some of your leaders from this game. Brian Williams, like we said, monster double-double, 22 points and 14 rebounds. Your assist man, this is quite surprising, is the Corey Jones with 6 assists. As for Tanduay Alab, as expected, the imports, Brownlee and Balkman leading those categories.
They carried away. As you know, imports play a key role in ABL, and as they go, your team goes. With Brownlee carrying the points load and Balkman cleaning up the rest of the night. come out with a big win.
Not to be overlooked, though, was the performance of the locals of CLS Knights. That's something also that you praised earlier.
Oh yeah, definitely. Don, Josh, Bobby Ray Parks, all made the right plays for their teams, being selfless for one another's success.
Well, the CLS Knights playing here at home, fans came in hoping to see the slump end, but Tanduay Alab Pilipinas just getting the better here inside the Gorker Tajaya, and it's going to be a tough schedule ahead for these two teams, but it's a good momentum building opportunity for Tanduay Alab as they carry on the good that they've done in this game.
Yeah, definitely. They're really clicking on all cylinders. Hopefully they can keep this going.
And that's about it for us here at the Gorker Tajaya in Surabaya, Indonesia. For Coach Chris Gavina, for the entire team behind this coverage of the CN Basketball League, this is Jot Sulit saying good night and thank you for watching the ABL.
Thank you.